Hey everyone, welcome back. On today's episode, we are going to talk about money mistakes you can't make in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and your 50s. So let's dive in. In your 20s, you cannot make the mistake of taking out debt. You heard me, and if you know me, you know this. Do not take out debt. So what happens is whenever people are transitioning in adulthood, 18, 20 years old, they're moving off to college, they're starting to build their own lives, and they get credit cards in the mail, and these companies are preying on these younger people transitioning into adulthood. So do not make that mistake in your 20s. And then the second one of that is not investing. Whenever we're in our 20s, it's a weird thing. You're thinking, I've got forever before I retire, I've got forever before I need to do this, I'll be able to invest later on in life. But do not make that mistake. If you are young, you're out of debt, you need to start investing. Because time and compound interest is going to make you rich. So if you start investing when you're young, you're going to have a larger retirement whenever you get to that point. A mistake that you can't afford to make with your money in your 30s is this: starting businesses, starting a side hustle, creating multiple streams of income. See, in your 30s, you are a little bit seasoned and you have the energy to put in the extra work and start creating multiple streams of income. This is so important because when you put all of your eggs in one basket with your job, if you lose it, you lose all of your income. But when you start building other businesses and other streams of income, if that happens, like 2020, story of 2020, people losing their jobs like nobody's business. People had all their eggs in one basket and didn't have extra revenue coming in, extra revenue streams, so their money is just completely cut off. But in your 30s, you cannot afford to make this mistake. When you have the energy and you have a little bit of grit with you and you have some knowledge of the workspaces you've been working for 10 plus years, this is the time to start building revenue streams that are going to be evergreen. They're going to make money when you're sleeping, that are going to be able to carry over into your older age and possibly turn into a good business and be able to sustain you, and then you're no longer working for somebody, but you have your own business. So in your 30s, you need to start a side hustle. You need to start your own business. You need to create multiple streams of income to protect you, because the future of the marketplace is changing. And with technology, it's never been easier to start your own business. So if you're in your 30s and you're watching this now, you need to go watch my side hustle video and learn what it takes to create a successful side hustle. I am not saying that you go start a company, you go into extreme debt, and you end up ruining something before it even begins. You need to know how to start it successfully and how to prepare it to where it can take over for your source of income now. So in your 30s, you cannot afford not to start a business, side hustle, or create other streams of revenue in your life. So for the 40s, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what I talked about in the 20s when it comes to debt. If you are in your 40s, you cannot afford to have debt. You have got to eliminate it, because now if you find yourself in debt and you're in your 40s, you're getting closer to retirement, and you do not want to retire with having monthly payments due, because this is going to cripple your retirement. You're not going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to have to get side jobs or continue working until you die, which is like what the Americans are doing these days, instead of living smart, paying off debt, not going into debt. In your 40s, you cannot afford to have debt because you are creeping up on retirement age And you need to have all of that eliminated so that the revenue coming in is staying in your house, because you're no longer trading time for money when you're retired. You have to use your investments that you've made earlier on to sustain you through and to leave an inheritance to your children's children. So in your 40s, you cannot afford to have debt. So if you find yourself in your 40s and you think, I've got to get rid of this debt, but I don't know where to get started, go to my channel and go watch my four things that'll get you out of debt real quick, because you need to be out of debt as soon as possible. All right, so now we're in our 50s. One of the things you do not want to find yourself in is being in your 50s and not having enough put away in retirement. So this is also going to be piggybacking off one of the things from your 20s, investing early. So you do not want to find yourself in your 50s with no retirement. You have got to start investing. So if you're in your 20s, you need to be investing. If you're in your 30s, you need to be investing. If you're in your 40s, you need to be investing. And if you find yourself in your 50s, it's not through for you. It is not through for you. You still have time, but you have to start now. You have to start investing now. You've got to make sure that your debt's gone, and you have to start investing, because you still have time. Now, you don't have as much time as if you started in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, but you still have time to take control of your future, take control of your retirement. You just have to start investing. You need to go see an investment professional right now. You need to end this video and go see an investment professional right now and start a plan investing into your retirement. You do not want to find yourself at 50 years old, 50 plus years old, and not have retirement. And that is where our country is headed. A lot of people aren't invested. They don't have a retirement because, one, they think, I just want to live it up now. I want to go into debt and do everything that I can. These memories will sustain me. But the memories that you make using debt will not pay for your retirement. They might carry on into the future, but your retirement is key, and you need to start investing as soon as possible. So if you're in your 50s or older and you think, I don't have any retirement right now, you need to go see an investment professional, and you need to start investing all that you can. So those are your mistakes that you don't want to make in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. If you like this, hit like, subscribe to my channel, as we'll have videos coming out weekly on money, career. I'm excited you guys are taking this journey with me. Let me know what you think. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.